Now, from the second city of Chicago, head down Lakeshore Drive and you find venerable Soldier Field, home of the Bears. So good to have you on board with us, Mike Tirico, Greg Olson here. Greg, you look at the marquee, and it's a lot of offensive stars here. I'm looking at the other side. Defenses better show up here if you want to walk out with a win.
Yeah, I think the burden, of course, lies on the players, particularly the players in the secondaries of both of these teams. They're going to have moments where they've got to win one-on-one, as you said, against some of the top offensive skill players in the league. But I also feel like there's a lot on the shoulders of this defensive coordinator. Can you change up coverages, change up looks, make it difficult pre- and post-snap, not only on these wide receivers and skill players, but also on the guy with the ball in his hand, calling the shots, playing quarterback.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Williams going to throw on the first play. He'll set up the screen to Brown. And he'll be forced out of bounds. One play into the game, it's a gain of 25.
I like the call, using the screen as a drive starter to pick up a chunk play and get this offense into some rhythm. It's clear this offensive play caller anticipated the rush of the defense, and he was able to use it against them.
Throwing is Williams. Moving outside the pocket, he'll tuck it and take off. And he'll wind up getting about 4 before he's shown the sideline.
Nothing open here downfield. I think it's a good job just getting to the edge, getting something positive, getting out of bounds.
Throwing on 2nd down, Williams. And that ball incomplete.
There's a fine line between trusting your arm and having a little bit too much faith in your arm, right? I think this was one of those situations here, Mike, where there was nowhere to go with the ball. He tries to fit that one in there anyway, and he's lucky that it just falls incomplete.
On 3rd down, it's Williams from the gun. Contact as he delivered it there, and the pass is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find a throwing lane, and it sets up 4th down. They'll indeed go. It's Williams. There's a short one taken by Ingram. And he's going to have the Bears first down as they manage to convert. That'll keep this drive alive.
And that's a nice grab for his first catch of the game, Mike. And he's someone that the play caller has told us he wants to get him early touches, get him a feel for the game. Nice job there making that happen.
And he'll get about 5.
He's brought down at the 20-yard line. A gain of 5 brings up 2nd and 5.
From the 20, here's 2nd and 5. Here's Williams now to throw. A throw left side, but it's incomplete.
When you look down the field, Mike, there's just really nobody creating any real separation. And instead, he tries to give one of his guys a 50-50 contested catch opportunity. But with the coverage as tight as it was, it just falls incomplete.
Play 8 of the opening drive coming up, and now they face 3rd down. Oh, he's got a man. That's caught by Brown. That's 2 catches on this drive. This one for 10 yards and a 1st down.
That's another.
I always think you can tell pretty quickly how comfortable a quarterback is in their offense, Mike, by how fast they work through their progression and get the ball to their check down underneath. And in this case, with the depth of the defense,
nowhere to go. He's going to be taken down. 2nd and long coming up.
2nd and 20 at the 21-yard line.
To throw, it's Williams. A throw there on 2nd down, going to be incomplete.
You hear quarterback coaches say it all the time. Let's get our guy easy completions. Well, that falls certainly into that category, Mike, but when you fail to connect on those, it just ends up being a wasted down.
A lengthy opening drive. Now comes to this. It is third down. From the shotgun, it's Williams. That's caught on the right side by Waddle.
And they certainly don't waste any time getting him involved. And we knew coming in that he would be a part of the game plan. But this is a sign of things to come. He could be in store for a big game.
That is incomplete. The defense coming up big in the red zone. It's a turnover on down.
Well, clearly this coach wanted to come out aggressive early. They decide not to settle for the field goal by going for it on 4th and goal, and they are turned away. What a great stop early in this game by this defense.
Opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And he'll manage to get this ahead for a pickup of 5.
C.J. Gardner-Johnson on the tempo. It's a gain of 5. Brings up
second and 5
at the 9-yard line.
They run once more with McCaffrey. And this defense up to the task there. Gain of just 2, and it's third down.
11-yard line. It's a gain of 2 yards, and it's third down.
Here's Williams. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. So a big third down hookup takes us to the break. Nothing yet on the scoreboard. We're back to Soldier Field after this. Bears in possession here to start the second quarter as they've got it with 1st and 10. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
So there's multiple factors, Mike, that make blitzes successful. So, of course, there's the initial design. Can you attack the vulnerabilities of the offense's blocking scheme? And then in this case, the next phase is the timing. You can see this linebacker knew exactly when that ball was going to be snapped. The offensive line had no chance to identify and pick him up, and he's able to bring him down for a loss. The whole idea of that short pass is designed to get the ball into the hands of the receiver in space and let him do the rest after the catch. But the key word there, Mike, is get the ball into the hands of the receiver. He doesn't secure the catch, so there is no run after.
On third down, they'll set up to throw. That's caught. Christian McCaffrey. He's going to be brought down very close to that line to gain. They're going to mark him just a bit short. And now it's 4th down. And he's not going anywhere. Stuck behind the line. They have turned it over on downs.
You know, I think there's certain times, Mike, throughout the game that call for a very aggressive style of play. I'm just not quite sure this was one of those situations, but I guess we'll see how it plays out throughout the rest of the game.
And some good footwork there. He'll take this forward for a gain of 8.
Brought down at the 18-yard line. 8 yards on the
Come to the line now on 2nd and 2. Here's Brown. Oh, what an effort from the defense. They forced their way in there, get the stop, and a loss of about 2 yards. It's 3rd and 4. To throw is Williams. They try to set up the screen, but this one doomed from the start. It's incomplete.
Incomplete.
All right, so in these 3rd and short, 3rd and mediums, we're kind of seeing teams around the league, Mike, kind of start shifting to more of a run-down philosophy where they say, okay, even if we don't pick it up, we still have 4th down. So many teams around the league are playing with that philosophy. In this case, they keep it in the air, falls incomplete, just brings up a challenging 4th down decision.
The blitz gets home. He is taken down. Can't get the throw off. They have turned it over on down.
And here we have a real gutsy call here, Mike, early in this game offensively. I think you're giving up a surefire field goal attempt, but at the same time, you're demonstrating to your players, hey, offense, I have a lot of trust in you, and let's see if they have this same approach as the rest of this game plays on.
And that keeps them ahead of schedule. That's a first down completion of 7 yards. Here's 2nd and 3 to go.
At the 33-yard line.
He'll drop to throw. He'll get this out wide to McCaffrey. Inside the 35. And he's going to be dragged down, but not until he's inside the 25.
This defense just gets punched in the mouth on that one, Mike, and it just seemed from up here that not everyone on defense was on the same page, and the offense was able to take advantage of it. The defense has to clean things up here in a hurry, because if they don't, they could be in for a long day. I'm not sure what it was, Mike, but there was something off about that play from the jump. I'm not sure if it was the body language or the on-the-line of scrimmage communication, but it was pretty clear to me that they weren't on the same page, and I think the result showed.
It's a gain of 13, and it's 1st and goal.
The story of this drive has just been their ability to sustain and get fresh sets of down. Now, in this case, after picking up that big gain on the ground, they find themselves 1st and goal.
Here comes the blitz as he looks to throw. They'll try to set up the screen to McCaffrey. And he's in. What a try.
Touchdown, Chicago.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. It's up and good. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead.
Bears nothing. Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
In motion, it's Robinson. Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Oh, a huge mistake late in the half. It is intercepted. And he is going to score. A pick 6 for the touchdown.
Kind of the worst-case scenario here. As an offense, you want to end the half with the ball. You don't want your opponent to possess it, but not only do you give it back to him, but you let him take the pick back for 6, and this end of half just completely spirals out of hand.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. On the return, it's Robinson. Good return here. Brings it up to the 33-yard line.
At their own 33-yard line.
Throwing on 1st down, it's Williams. To the sideline, and what a catch, and what a great job to keep the feet alive. Inbounds as good as you can do it. That's a gain of 19, and a very quick 1st down.
At the 48-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. Taking the deep shot here with Robinson. On is Chase McLaughlin for the extra point. The kick is good. And the Bears are on the board. It's now 14-7.
Bears 7. Chase McLaughlin set to kick off.
Just 8 seconds now until halftime. And the kick's away. From the 6, here comes a return. And they'll be set up well as he is past the 35-yard line.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 36-yard line.
And they'll elect not to run another play. Instead, just take a knee and take this on into the locker room. We have hit halftime. Going to take a quick break, come back, second half of action. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. This one taken at the 7. And he is stopped.
The Bears
25. The drive will begin
at
there.
their own 25-yard line.
On the bootleg, it's Williams. And he's going to run out of time. They get to him and bring him down.
It might have taken longer than they would have liked, but that's the first sack of the game, and it came at the perfect time. This defense desperately has to get off the field, and that play gets them a lot closer to doing so. Well, not a great start to this drive offensively. You take the sack on 1st down, and you're thinking, all right, let's go to the ground game. Let's pick up some of the lost yardage. But then you take a loss again, and now it sets up 3rd and real long, and you find yourself in a tough spot.
3rd and long. Here's Williams. That one too far out in front. It is incomplete.
I like the fact that they took a shot on 3rd and long, right? A lot of offenses in that situation would be a little bit more conservative playing for the 4th down punt. They're trying to pick up a big chunk play through the air, but now that you can't connect, it all but guarantees you got to pump this ball away as it brings up 4th and a mile. You know, Mike, I've seen a lot of aggressive plays over the years, but this one, it might just take the cake. I mean, to go for it in this situation, this deep in your own territory, you're making quite the statement that you are going to be aggressive all day long.
The pressure going to cave in on him. He will go down.
It's a loss of 8. Brings up 2nd and 18 at the 23-yard line.
Williams to throw on 2nd down. That's to Robinson. He's got it. And he's going to be dropped after a pickup of about 5.
That's a gain of 5. Brings up 3rd and 12.
On 3rd down, it's Williams. Hey, nice job defensively. Rally the football and stop him. As that scramble is going to leave him 3 yards short of the 1st down.
A gain of 9.
They'll try and run for it. Oh, he's going to be very close. It depends on the mark, but he is short. They've held him on 4th down. What a stand. They'll run with McCaffrey to start this drive. And a strong 1st down run, a pickup of 9, setting up 2nd and short.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up 2nd and a yard.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League brings us to one of the legendary venues in the sport, historic Soldier Field in Chicago. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson. We're getting set for kickoff in here. Partner, I'm really focused on the start of this game. Both teams emphasize what happens here right at the jump.
And that's why that so many of these teams spend so much time all week, Mike, on what they call their opening script. It's not just a series of plays that they like and they just kind of throw darts at the wall. It's how do you unmask the defense? How do you set up future plays and future possessions as the game unfolds? So much time and energy is spent on these first couple drives. I'm with you. I'm excited to see how do they come out, how aggressive, and where do they think the weaknesses of their opponent lie.
That's Harrison in motion. On the ground, the former Golden Domer, Jeremiah Love. And he's hit behind the line of scrimmage and taken down right away. A loss of yards. What a message on the first play.
You spend all week on your opening script. What are the plays that allow you to find a rhythm and have some early success offensively? Well, in this case, that first play you drawn up sent you going back the wrong direction. How does that change this play caller's approach to the ground game going forward?
And they'll have it across midfield, down at the opposing 46-yard line. A pickup there of 19 yards. It's an Arizona first down. Run up the middle, it's Love. And he'll be met in the backfield and dropped behind the line of scrimmage.
Some defensive ends specialize in getting after the quarterback. Some defensive ends specialize in run game. This guy can really make an impact on both, as we saw here for that tackle for loss.
They'll motion the slot man right. Here's Beck now on second down. And they'll take this down inside the 35. Good decision to take off. He gets 15 yards and a first down.
And this is something the defense knew they had to contain coming in today, Mike. They worked all week on containing this quarterback. But here we are, early on in the game. A nice scramble there, good yardage, and he's able to pick up the first down.
He'll be taken down after a gain of 2.
2 yards on the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
From the 31, here is 2nd and 8. Now they'll pitch it out here. Finding room to the 20. And he's in. Jeremiah Love. Touchdown, Arizona. Chad Ryland now for the extra point. He's got it. And the Cardinals will take a 7-0 lead.
Cardinals 7. Bears nothing. Chad Ryland to kick
Here's
off
Ryland
for
now.
Arizona.
After the TD, he'll send this one away. Here comes a return from the end zone. Nice job by the return team as he takes it across the 30-yard line.
Their own 32-yard line.
Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. He finds a seam, a good run, up past the 40. Let's give him 9 on that one.
41. A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1.
From the 41, it's 2nd and 1. Again, it's McCaffrey. And he's got it. First down. A pickup of 4.
A gain of 4 yards. That's good for the Bears. First down. 1st and 10 at the 46-yard line.
A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. First down throw there is incomplete.
Anytime you see a receiver at this level miss a ball that easy, it's just concentration. They just take it for granted. All of a sudden, they're thinking about what their next move is or what they're going to do after the catch. And instead of just focusing on first things first, secure the catch, put the ball away, then become a runner. And that's exactly what every defense is trying to do in the passing game. They want to muddy up these windows, Mike, make every throw as contested as possible. No separation, contact right at the catch point, and does a great job forcing the incomplete pass.
Early big play here. They're going to go for it on fourth down. They'll run for it. It's McCaffrey. And he'll indeed pick up a Bears first down. As that'll be a gain of 15 on fourth down.
First and 10 at the 31-yard line.
On the handoff, McCaffrey. And he's going to be brought down. And with that tackle, we hit the end of the first quarter of play. Bears in possession here to start the second quarter. They're looking at a second down and 9 to go. Now, a handoff to McCaffrey. And he is not going to get away. Might have gotten the yard, but it will set up third down.
A 1-yard pickup brings up 3rd and 8.
Working out of the gun, here's Williams. That is brought in at the 10. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
27 yards.
It'll be first and goal after a pickup of 27.
Big-time conversion there on third down. Finding yourself trailing at the moment, the last thing you want to do is waste this promising possession. Now, with that throw, they find themselves deep in their opponent's territory. They have to come away with the touchdown to try to cut into this deficit.
He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down. McCaffrey will score. Touchdown, Chicago. Now Cairo Santos to add the point after. He gets it to go, and the Bears come right back to tie it at 7.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Each team one possession, each team a score. 7-7 as they kick it off. This placed in the back of the landing zone. He'll return it from the 1. And he'll be brought down right around the 25-yard line. Throwing on first down. Back. And the throw left sideline caught. They rule incomplete. Couldn't keep the feet in. And it's second down
at the 25-yard line.
You know, there's a rule that's pretty simple when you're running routes against zone coverage, Mike. And it's as simple as if you're open, stay open. Instead, you see the receiver here. He ends up running to a covered window, and it just clouds the vision of the quarterback. Instead of throwing into a wide-open target, he's now forced to throw into a contested area.
First time he's caught a ball here tonight, and it is good for a first down. On first and 10, here's Beck. Pressure all around him, and down he goes. Javon Hargrave, the big man, gets in there and takes him down.
If you're going to take a sack, you just can't add to it by taking such a massive loss on top of it. Understand when the pocket breaks down, move up, cut your losses. Now, not only do you lose that down, but now you face a big uphill battle if you want to extend this drive.
Back to the right side. Caught by McBride. Still going. And he's going to take this all the way to the house. 72 yards. Touchdown, Arizona. Extra point now by Riley. It's up and through. And the Cardinals will move out to a 14-7 lead. The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. Across the 20, they'll mark them down before the 25-yard line. And that's where the offense will take over.
First and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
On first and 10, it's Williams. That is incomplete. No way to force the football in there. Good coverage. It'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 10.
All things considered, it's actually a pretty good pass. I mean, he puts the ball in a place where only his guy can catch it. But I think he hears those footsteps coming from that nearest defender, and he's not able to secure the catch through contact.
Oh, trying to set up the screen, but that is going to fall incomplete.
So there's a sense of urgency with these RPOs, especially in the NFL game, because your linemen, they're thinking it's a run, so you can't allow them to get downfield. So that's where this quick decision-making from the quarterback is so critical, and the timing of this one just wasn't quite right and falls incomplete.
This one broken up. It's incomplete. Good job separating the receiver from the ball, and it is fourth down.
And that's what you call a wasted series. They come out here and they decide we're just going to air it out. First, second, third down. All three incompletions, and now it brings up fourth down. And barring some crazy decision here to keep your offense on the field, you're going to find yourself right back on the sideline.
They'll indeed go. It's Williams. Now he'll work his way out right. Downfield for Njoku.
You know, Mike, there's a lot of coaches out there who believe that an aggressive style of offense is your best chance of winning. Now, this takes it a little bit to the extreme, but I think this is something that we're going to continue to see as this game unfolds.
His throw on first down is going to be incomplete.
As a pass rusher, you don't always need to record a sack to make your presence felt. Creating pressure, move the quarterback, affect his timing. Those are all different ways to take pressure off your coverage unit.
And he is planted backfield. Defenders crashing through, blow up that play behind the line.
Looked like that might have been an RPO, a run-pass option. The quarterback has the ability to put the ball in the belly of the running back or pull it on the pass. Looked like we might have been better off pulling that one because he handed it off, and there was nowhere for that running back to go.
Third and long. A shotgun snap for Beck. Forced to his right. Escaping the danger, throwing and completing.
Really nice job here by the defense, staying disciplined as the quarterback gets flushed from the pocket. I mean, how often do we see those guys kind of creep in and allow the ball thrown over their head? They took away everything downfield, and all the quarterback could do was dump this one off short to his back, and there wasn't much there.
Ryland's kick is good. And the Cardinals going to tack on 3 more, extending the lead here late in the first half. Halftime coming close, and not much time left as this one is kicked away. And we'll see a return here from his own end zone. He's across the 20, taken down just shy of the 25.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
So here's a first and 10 now. They'll start from the 24. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. Oh, and a short throw there, but it's going to end up incomplete. That's a pass he say he should have had. Instead, he does not, and it brings up second down. Not wanting to take a chance this time. We'll keep this one on the ground. Now his timeout. They're going to take it with 8 seconds remaining until the break.
That's a gain of 8.
Here's 3rd and 2. From the shotgun, it's Williams. He'll look deep for Pittman. It hangs up a bit too much. It's intercepted. Picked off by Taron Johnson. And he will be brought down on what will be the final play here in this first half. So, 1 half in the books. Second half coming up. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. Both teams ready to get back at it as we get back underway here on EA Sports. And it'll be brought down past the 25. Decent field position to start this drive.
26-yard line.
The drive starts with a carry by McCaffrey. And a nice run there. He'll be stopped just shy of a first down. A pickup of 9.
Remember this one thing, Mike. It is not how well or how often you run the ball in the NFL. It's when do you run the ball well in the NFL. And I think that's what a lot of these offensive play callers are starting to realize. Can you run the ball well in critical moments of the game? More important than how many gross yards you run for. Mike, when you're completing less than 35% of your passes, you're just not going to win a lot of games in the NFL. He's just too erratic throughout the course of the game. Sometimes it's exactly how they practice. And other times, it looks like they've never practiced at all. I think everybody in the stadium saw that run coming, Mike, but good luck stopping it. I mean, all he really had to do was just fall forward, and it would be enough to pick up the first down.
The 41-yard line.
And he can't hang on through the contact. Incomplete. Good job defensively to meet him just as the ball was arriving. It'll bring up second down. That one incomplete.
I think at some point for this quarterback, he has to start looking some other directions. I mean, he's tried to get the ball now to this guy multiple times, and all of them have resulted in incomplete passes. I'm not saying don't throw it to him in the future, but maybe get yourself a couple easy completions elsewhere before you look back in his direction.
Going over the middle and take it in by Pittman. 17 yards on that connection. First down, Chicago.
First down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Quick throw here on the RPO, caught by Thomas. Now he's loose down the right sideline.
We're seeing this so much all across the NFL, Mike, is the value placed on a receiver being able to turn into a runner after they're able to secure the catch. And sometimes it's easier said than done. But if you want to survive in this league as a wide receiver, you have to be able to make plays like this after the catch. And great job there by the quarterback being accurate, and great job by the receiver running after he makes the catch.
Makes the score Cardinals 17, Bears 14.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. He's going to elect not to bring this one out. Probably a wise decision as this ball comes out to the 35. They'll start on the ground with Love. And they bring him down, but not until he gets the 45-yard line.
The ball carrier
It's a gain of 10. That's enough for a quick first down.
It's a gain of 10.
This is where you have to be careful, Mike. You find yourself winning in the second half. Human instinct says, all right, let's just sit on the ball and protect the lead and let the clock run out. You can't do that. Stay aggressive. Do what got you here. Continue to mix the run with the pass. Keep your foot on the gas and try to...
And he will score.
Touchdown,
Jeremiah Love. Touchdown, Cardinals.
Chad Ryland.
He had the touchdown catch earlier. This time he takes it in on the ground. Ryland's kick here is good. And the Cardinals go up by 10. 24-14 is their lead.
Chad Ryland to kick off.
The kickoff team is out on the field. And we're back to it as the kick's away. Here comes a return from the end zone. And he'll manage to get this back only to about the 20-yard line.
At their own 20-yard line.
They'll run here with McCaffrey. And he'll push his way ahead for a gain of 2. Taron Johnson up to make the tackle.
2-yard line. A gain of 2. Brings up second
From the 22
and 8.
now, here's 2nd and 8. Here's Williams. There's a short throw caught by Njoku. And that's a first down. It will be a gain of 8.
That's good for a Bears.
Well, we'll give a little credit here defensively. Even though they allowed the first down, we've seen defenses really struggle bringing this big tight end to the ground, and they didn't allow him to pick up a bunch of yards after contact, but he was able to get just enough to pick up the first down. At this stage of the game, things haven't been going your way, so one more mistake, it could just be too much to overcome. So a nice decision there. Just throw it away out of bounds and give your team a fighting chance.
On 2nd down, it's Williams. Left side, he's got Njoku. And he's across the 40, close to a first down, as the tackle's made at the 41-yard line.
Let's give some credit to this offensive line. Once they identified the blitz, you could see them communicating with one another to make sure everybody is on the same page, and that's what gave the quarterback enough time and found the open man. Missed opportunities like these are a big reason why they find themselves down double digits here in the third quarter, Mike. Points on this possession could have gone a long way towards making this game competitive, but instead, poor execution, especially in the passing game, and it's another wasted drive.
They're going for it. Here's Williams. That is incomplete. Oh, they elected to throw on 4th and short. It does not work out. They turn it over on down.
Oftentimes, these critical downs come down to who executes the best. And in this case, Mike, the defense executed when it mattered the most. Big 4th down stop, and now they're going to get the ball.
And he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, and that is all. Had the long touchdown run on the last drive. This time, stop for no gain.
Brings up 2nd and 10 at the 41-yard line.
And we will not get another snap here. That is going to do it for this third quarter of play. Second and 10. Receiver in motion. Going right. Little quick pass to the receiver heading right. That one not disguised too well. He'll get back to the line. That's it.
Well, you could tell that the defense had seen that play on game tape, and they were ready for it. They tried to do a little jet sweep pop pass out of the gun. Defense was all over it. Nowhere to go. No game.
He's got the first down and more than that. And they finally catch up with him, but it's a big play, taking it into the red zone. It is a big gain for Arizona. 31 yards. Here's a chance to put this game away. First down and goal. They've got the lead. They're in control. In no hurry to snap this. And they'll take the clock down to the 2-minute warning. Greg and I back on EA Sports after this. They'll have to go the full 10 yards. It's first and goal. Here's Love. And he's into the end zone yet again. Jeremiah Love. Touchdown, Cardinals. His big night continues. His third touchdown of the game. Now, whistles here. Looks like one of the defenders got a head start. So even after the penalty, they're not going to rethink things. They'll stick with going for one. A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good.
31, Bears 14.
Well, this is not going to sit too well on that other sideline, I bet. They are going to try an onside kick. And that one not going to work out, as the hands team is there to recover. Now Williams. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Njoku. And he'll be taken down, but they are in business inside the 30-yard line.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
Here's Williams on first and 10. Exiting the pocket right. He keeps it himself.
The key to a good quarterback scramble, Mike, is knowing when it's time to go from a thrower to a runner. And that's exactly what we saw here. Doesn't get the first down, but he's able to pick up some really positive yards and then get out of bounds.
Throwing on second down. Williams. That's going to be caught. Michael Pittman. Touchdown, Chicago.
What separates the really good quarterbacks from everybody else in the National Football League, Mike, is not only ability to process, but the ability to process quickly under pressure. And I think that's exactly the case here. He's able to go through his progression, find his target in the end zone, and then deliver that ball on time, accurately, and the result is a touchdown.
To kick off for Chicago.
They needed that to go their way to have any hope. But it's corralled by the hands team, and that should just about wrap this one up. It's a three tight end look as they have it first and 10. On the ground, here is Love to begin this drive. And that'll be good for about a half dozen. It'll set up second down.
At the 47-yard line. A 6-yard pickup brings up second and 4.
They'll keep it on the ground, and here's Love. And he's going to have the first down. And that will not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they're going to be able to run the clock down from here.
And the Cardinal first down.
They'll go again with Love. And he will be taken down. We'll see if they want to use those timeouts, but this one is about done.
It's a gain of 8.
Second down, they need 2 yards.
At the Bears' 24-yard line.
Here we go. One final play. And the final throw of the game winds up incomplete, and that will do it. This one comes to an end. So it's a win for the visitors, the Cardinals. They prove Now, from the riverfront of the Ohio, sellout crowd has arrived at Paycor Stadium in Cincinnati. So good to have you here with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson getting set for kickoff here. Greg, no matter how many ways we look at this game, it always comes down to one stat, doesn't it? How you taking care of the ball.
Yeah, it's just so crazy, Mike, that every single week, no matter how complex these matchups get and how many factors there are to determining who wins and who loses any game in the NFL, at the top of the list, the most important metric that everybody studies, can you protect the ball on offense and can you take it away on defense? And I don't think today's matchup is any different. Can you be aggressive and take care of the ball? And on defense, if you get your opportunity to take it away and give it back to your offense, you've got to make the play.
On the run to the right. He's going to air one out right away. That is brought in. And he'll be taken down. A big play right out of the gate on the first play. That's a gain of 77 yards.
And the Bengals first down.
This has been a solid opening drive. Knocking on the door. First and goal. Scattaboo. No, he's not going to get in. In fact, they've shoved him backwards.
In these goal-to-go situations backed up on your own goal line, Mike, what they teach the defense is it's your job to establish a new line of scrimmage, and that's exactly what they did here. Watch the push they get. The offensive line goes backwards, and they take the ball carrier down for a loss.
Williams pass, incomplete, intended for David Njoku. It's now third and goal.
From the 2-yard line yet again, what can they do on third and goal? Contact as he delivered is there, and the pass is incomplete. Good job defensively to make sure he could not find the throwing lane, and it sets up fourth down.
The pass protection's been a little bit shaky at times, and that was the case there. And even though they're not going to go down for allowing a sack, it was allowing the pressure that ultimately prevented that pass from being complete.
And he's in. Mike Gesicki, touchdown Cincinnati. Evan McPherson now to kick the extra point.
McPherson for the extra point.
The kick is good. And the Bengals will take a 7-0 lead.
Bears nothing.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. Now return coming from the 7. He's to midfield. And he finally gets forced out of bounds, but that was a fantastic return.
Over first and 10 at the Bengals' 43-yard line.
opening carry of the game for the versatile Christian McCaffrey. And he'll get forward for about a yard. Calais Campbell up there to make the stop. From the 42-yard line. Here's second down and 9. Catch made right side by Thomas. And he can't get away. They rally to the football defensively. Bring him down for no gain.
Really well done here by the defense, Mike, executing this zone defense, and they've got to be able to pattern read. You're not just going to drop back to a spot and just play like a robot. Based on what the receivers do off the line, the defenders have different rules of where their zones move to. Well, they had that one dialed in right from the jump, and they were able to stop that play really before it got started.
Chicago.
Going on first down, it's Williams. That's going to be incomplete. Coverage very stoutly. That's going to bring up second down.
He's just unable to secure the catch through the contact, and really nice job timing that hit up by the defense. And at this point, all you can do is get up, get back in the huddle, and
that is over the middle and intercepted. And the Bengals force the turnover. He'll take over at their own 27-yard line.
The Bengals take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
The drive will begin with a run by Scatterboot. He'll work forward for a couple. Karen Johnson up to make the tackle.
At the 29-yard line. 2 yards on the pickup. It's second and 8.
From the 29, here's second and 8. Here's Williams now to throw. Forced out wide. He brought all the time he could, but he's going to be taken down as he couldn't get a throwaway.
A loss of 9 on the play.
Jalen Walker in for the sack. It's a loss of 9 and sets up third down. To throw is Williams. That's down the field and intercepted. And he's going to be out of bounds, but he sets his guys up with a short field and a chance to tie up this game. McCaffrey now on first and 10. And they'll take this down inside the 35.
He's brought down at the 31. A gain of 15.
So after one, it's the Bengals on top. Greg and I back here in Cincinnati after this. Bears in possession here to start the second quarter as they've got it with first and 10. They'll go play action here with Williams. Out to his right. That one, oh, it's on target, but it goes as an incompletion. Looked like he had that one in his grasp, but unable to hold on, and it will be second down. Throwing is Williams. And he's not going to be able to escape the rush here. He goes down. That's the veteran Calais Campbell. Gets him for a loss of 4. And that'll set up third down. To throw, it's Williams. Moving to his right. This one down the field, but wind up incomplete.
Initially, a nice job by the receiver. He actually was open downfield. He was able to get behind the defense, but the window closed up so quickly they couldn't get the ball to him. Prevents the big play.
A field goal, no gimme from this distance. They'll go on fourth down. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Escaping the pressure right. He's got it at the 7.
Williams pass Complete to Wandale Robinson.
Now Cairo Santos to add the point after.
Cairo Santos lining up for the extra point.
His kick is good. And the Bears will level things out at 7 apiece.
Cairo Santos to kick off for
So back to
Chicago.
level after the touchdown. And time for the kickoff. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. Good job in coverage. They're going to get him down short of the 20-yard line.
At their own 18-yard line.
Off play action. Here's Williams. He'll air it out down the middle. That is hot. And they are not going to catch up to him. He will score. 82 yards. Touchdown, Cincinnati. McPherson now for the PAT. He's got it, and the Bengals will move out to a 14-7 lead.
Bengals 14, Bears 7.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kicks away. Now a return coming from the 14. And they will finally get him down, but he gets all the way close to the 40-yard line.
Bears take over first and 10 at their own 38-yard line.
Now a 1st and 10 from the 38-yard line. Williams. He will find Thomas. And he's going to be taken down as we hit the 2-minute warning here in this first half. Center leads him up for 2nd and 5. Back to throw. Flush. And they're going to track him down. He couldn't find a receiver, and down he goes. So backed up after the sack, and now it's 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. That's his first reception of the ballgame, and it really comes at a good time as they get the conversion on 3rd down. On 1st and 10, it's Williams. This throw right side, pulled in by Pittman.
Complete to Michael Pittman. 10 yards on the pickup.
2nd and inches.
At the 39-yard line.
From the shotgun, it's Williams. And that ball in and out of his hands. It is incomplete. Might tell you after the game he should have come up with that one. He doesn't, and now 3rd down comes up. They'll try to run for it with McCaffrey. 1st down and more inside the 25. And he will get into the end zone.
On the carry.
Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, Bears. Big play out of the running game as the back accelerates all the way to the house for the rushing touchdown.
And Mike, when we talk about burst, that's what we're talking about, and they told us all week, be ready for this guy. He's got something special to him, and that long touchdown there is exactly what they're talking about.
A little bit easier following the penalty, and the kick is good.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Still a little time. Final minute of this first half. We'll see if they can do anything with this kickoff that is coming their way. They'll elect to bring it out here from the end zone. He'll work his way across the 25-yard line.
At their own 26-yard line.
Williams going to look to throw it on 1st down. Rolling right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Nice example there, Mike, of the quarterback just being smart with the ball, understanding it didn't quite develop the way he had intended. Throw that ball out of harm's way, live to play another down.
A play fake. Now Williams. A dive, and he's got it! What an effort! What a catch! A huge play just before the half. 47 yards.
First down. First and 10 at the 26-yard line.
New set of downs. It's first and 10. Operating from the shotgun, it's Williams. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up second down.
And 10.
This pains me to say, Mike, because I love the idea of feeding the tight end, but you can only go his way so many times if it's not going to result in positive outcomes. So wouldn't be surprised to see him try to get his backs, his wide receivers, get some other guys involved, and then later in the game, go back to his big tight end.
In trouble, and he's going to be taken down. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts as the clock will stop with 21 seconds to go until halftime. This will be third and long. Here's Williams. He'll take a shot here. Back of the end zone. That one incomplete. Coverage outstanding there. Able to jar the ball free in a big spot. And now it is fourth down.
And the best offense on third downs, Mike, is to be really good on first and second down. This keeps teams from putting themselves in these unfavorable positions. It's part of the reason why these drives continue to stall out.
They'll indeed go. Oh, the blitz gets there. He is sacked. And they turn it over on down.
You've got to give credit to the defensive coordinator here. He went into attack mode, had a great blitz planned for this fourth down situation, disrupted the timing of the offense, and the quarterback had nowhere to go. He flushes out of the pocket to keep the play alive, and they're able to chase him down, force the sack, force the turnover on downs.
A throw, right side, taken by Njoku. And they're going to work this down inside the 45.
Of 18 on the play.
The Bears will use one of their timeouts here. From the gun, it's a give to McCaffrey. And he'll be taken down as time runs out, and we've come to the end of the first half of play. Could not ask for more from that first half. All even as we begin quarter number 3. And he'll be brought down just beyond the 25-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 27-yard line.
Now Williams. Flush to his right. He's going to tuck it and go. And he'll get this one close to a first down, maybe a yard short. That's a nice pickup with that first down scramble.
It's a gain of 9. Brings up second and a yard.
The Bears will use one of their timeouts here, and they'll get together prior to this second down play. They'll give to McCaffrey on the option. McCaffrey, first down, and more. And he will go all the way. Christian McCaffrey, touchdown Chicago. That his second touchdown tonight. On incentives for the PAT. He's got it. And the Bears have broken the deadlock as they move out to a 21-14 lead.
To kick off for Chicago.
Both teams ready to go once more as the kick's away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. He'll get this past the 20 before he's brought down shy of the 25-yard line.
24-yard line.
Here's Williams on 1st and 10. Moving outside the pocket. Now a shot here, deep middle. He's got it. It'll be taken down, but it takes them across midfield down to the 40-yard line. A big play and a much-needed one as well. 35 yards. They'll come up 1st and 10 at the 40. On the give, it's Scatterboot. And they bring him down, but not until they get inside the 30-yard line. Pickup of 11 yards on that one. And the Bengals going to have a first down.
1st and 10 at the 29-yard line.
And what a start to this drive. A little bit of everything. First, you get the explosive pass to start it out, and then you follow it up on the ground, picking up good yardage. The ability to weave back and forth as a play caller, it just puts so much pressure on the defense.
A throat behind his man, can't reel it back in. And that'll go down as an incompletion. Trying to find David Njoku.
So I like the aggressiveness of the call, but as the rest of the game unfolds, Mike, there needs to be better overall execution. A little bit cleaner. Next thing you know, they're going to hit some of those big shots.
Inside the 10, it is caught. And they're going to get this all the way down inside the 5.
A gain of 26 yards.
A gain of 26. And it sets up 1st and goal. Ball sitting on the 3. It is 1st down and goal. Now they'll set up to throw. He's got his big tight end, Mike Gesicki. Touchdown, Bengals. His big night continues. His 3rd touchdown of the game. And that is the hat trick. What a game. His 3rd touchdown reception of this one.
And nothing they've done to slow him down has worked, Mike. This defense, they're throwing multiple guys at him. They're playing man. They're playing zone. It doesn't matter. This guy is having his way, and he's having a day.
And he's brought down right at the 35-yard line.
At their own 35-yard line.
Terrific open field tackle gets him down behind the line.
Certainly not how they drew it up for his first catch of the game, but he's on the board, and I think the hope is continue to go his way, and next time, let's try to pick up some yards.
Last play went the wrong way. It sets up 2nd and long. It's 2nd down and 12. They'll look to throw. He's got his tight end down the field. That's Njoku. And he'll be out of bounds on the other side of midfield at the 45. That pass play good for 22. Good for a Bears first down. Here's Williams now to throw. Forced to his right. And he'll just get rid of this. Smart play to throw it away. And that'll set up 2nd down.
Tie game, 2nd half. Mistakes here can really decide the outcome of the game. So it's a really smart play. Nothing's open. Just throw it out of bounds. Live to fight another play.
The defense all over that one. They'll come up with a stop, and it's no gain.
We've seen this back have his way with this defense all game long, Mike. He's up over 100 yards for the game, but this time the defense said, We've had enough. They sold out to stop him. They hold him to no gain.
Down the field, but it falls incomplete.
Just a little bit too much juice on that one, and you just can't throw the ball out of bounds. Give your receiver a chance to go up and compete for the ball, but when you miss that far wide, he's got no shot.
He's going to find his receiver. It's Robinson. And he's going to have the Bears first down as they pick up a big chunk of yards to boot. As a gain of 18. To throw is Williams. He's got a man. It's Walker. And he's not going to get too far, tackled after a gain of just a yard. So, from the 26-yard line, here's 2nd and 9. Throw it again. It's Williams. Thomas catching on the right side. And they'll have 1st and goal. He is down inside the 10-yard line.
1st and goal.
You never know which play is going to be the one that sways the game in your favor, and that could be it right there. I mean, to set up 1st and goal with that last pass completion, now they can really take their time. There is an element of working some of this clock down. You know you at least have a field goal try, if not a touchdown. The last piece of the puzzle is just don't give the ball back to your opponent with too much time to go down and answer your score.
A loss of 2. Brings up 2nd and goal at the 11-yard line.
2 minutes to play in regulation. We'll come back and finish this one off after this. Now, 2nd and goal. Here's McCaffrey. And he's going to get this down to the 10-yard line.
In order to be successful as a run-heavy offense, Mike, it's so important that you remain really efficient on 1st and 2nd down. The last thing you want is to be in 3rd and pass, and it really throws off what you feel like your strengths are. So now you get down here in the red zone, it's got to be touchdowns. These long, sustained drives on the ground, you kick a field goal, that's a win for the defense.
That's going to be caught. And he's taken down. That will get them a bit closer. Every yard going to help the field goal kicker right now.
This is a really popular concept on 3rd down. It's good versus man. It's good versus zone. They call it mesh routes or drag routes. They want to create some traffic in the middle of the field and pop the receiver out the backside of the defense. They give credit to the defense. They were ready for it. They rallied to the ball and keeps them short from picking up the 1st down.
That's a second charge timeout to Chicago as they get it with just under a minute to go in this football game. So now the Brazilian-born Cairo Santos in a big spot. This a potential game winner. This kick is good. And they take the lead in the final minute of this game.
And this has been such a tight game, but that's a big one right there. I mean, you need a kicker with confidence. Well, this guy, he fits the bill. He steps up and knocks it through to give his guys a lead here in the 4th quarter.
So the kickoff team out there one final time in the final minute as they kick it away. Here comes the return from a yard or 2 deep. He'll get across the 20, mark them down at the 23-yard line.
At their own 23-yard line.
Here is 1st and 10. They'll drop to throw. He brings it in, the tight end, Njoku. And they will bring him down on the other side of midfield. How about 28 yards on the first play of the drive? 1st down picked up.
First and 10 at the 49-yard line.
They still have all 3 timeouts, and here we go with first and 10. Working out of the gun, here's Williams. Exiting, and he's going to have to eat this one as down he goes. Now the Bengals are going to call the first of their timeouts, and the clock will stop with just under 30 seconds to go. Throwing on second down, Williams. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And he's down inside the 40-yard line. Now timeout Cincinnati. That's their second. And they stop it with 22 ticks left on the clock here in the 4th. Here's first down. Williams. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
So this is where it gets really challenging as an offense. You find yourself trailing late in the game. The defense can play you one-dimensional. They know it's a pass-first situation, so extra defensive backs, the zones and the coverage are a little bit tighter and cloudier, and he's having a hard time finding any open windows downfield. Nice rep here by the defense. They go man coverage, takes away all the threats downfield, and with nothing open, he has no choice but just kind of throw a contested ball, hope for the best, and just falls incomplete.
Big play coming up. This is third down. A play fake, and they'll throw with Williams. That is incomplete. Here we go. They're down to what could be their final play. It's fourth down.
Just didn't quite get enough into that ball. You see sometimes the pressure, the rush, force a quarterback to throw the ball off his back foot, and I think there was a little bit of that here at play. You have to be willing to step up, even in the face of pressure, and get enough behind that ball to put that one a little bit more on the money.
Trailing late, they've got to go here. It's fourth down. They're going for it. Here's Williams. And that is incomplete. They had their chance and took it there. Look, they're trailing late. Got to let it fly. This will wind up a turnover on downs.
Fine.
for Chicago.
Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And we're off from Acrisure. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this show on the road. It is 1st and 10. He'll start on the ground. Gallo. And he gets him about 3 yards here on the game's first offensive snap.
I don't think that's the amount that they were looking for there, Kate. Going to lead to some shuffling around here in the playbook. Find a more aggressive call on second.
Last run got him 3. Here's 2nd and 7. Williams to throw. And this throw is going to be incomplete. 3rd down.
Kate, I think that's a little taster, a little entree of what's to come for this wide receiver. He's going to have to make some plays into some contested coverages, and he couldn't do it right there.
So after that prior incompletion, we've got 3rd down. To throw is Williams. Short pass caught by his tight end. And he's going to be out of bounds and just in the nick of time if you're a defender. Looks like about a step or 2 shy of that line to gain. And brings up 4th and a yard.
Here we go. Here's one of those game situations that just puts a smile on my face because I can think from Pop Warner to the NFL. Everybody on the field thinking the same thing. Can we go for it? Can we get one more shot as you end up just short on that?
And they got home. Sacked him on 4th down. We've got a turnover on downs, and the defense takes over in plus territory.
Coach's challenge him to get the defense off the field with a stop. Rose to the challenge and delivered on that one, really overwhelming the line of scrimmage.
So they'll head up here 1st and 10 from the 34. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. Down here after a gain of about 14 yards, it looks like. That's going to give them the first.
Well, more often than not, it's the passing game that's asked to go from 1st down to 1st down in just one play. Get that big play potential on the ground. Jeez, it just infuses your offense with confidence.
1st down, and they go right back to it. And he gets some decent yardage there before they send him out. Looks like about 6, so we've got 2nd and 4.
Some offenses, well, they prefer to go run in that RPO situation. It's a safer call, a little more conservative. But in this case, it gets them just as many yards as a short completion would have.
After a good pickup, they've got 2nd and 4. Off the play fake, Williams. Buying some time right. And like an empty wrapper, he just throws that one away.
He did exactly what he was supposed to do on that play. Felt the pressure and escapes the pocket. After that, it's on somebody downfield to get open and give him a target. No one did, and he simply has to get rid of it.
No connection on the last play. Now it's 3rd down. To throw, Williams. And they come up empty on that 3rd down. It would have been good for the first, but couldn't hang on through that hit. It is 4th down.
The numbers tell us pretty clearly, you get to 3rd and long, extra long, it's really hard to stay on the field. That's disappointing because that was 3rd and manageable and incomplete.
Santos' kick is good. And that will get them on the board.
I'd say all in all, that's the exact type of start this team was looking for. 2 possessions in, they've got the lead. Early momentum with that field goal.
They'll bring it out from a couple yards deep. And this drive will start inside the 25.
On the return. The Steelers take over 1st and 10 at their own 23.
All right, starting in the pistol this time, Brock. 1st and 10. Williams on the play action. Headed out right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes.
Dude, if you've heard me say it once, you've heard me say it 100 times. Completions, completions, completions. Well, that wasn't a pass. It was a scramble. But it nets the same thing, keeping this offense on schedule.
Offense to line. This is 2nd and 4. Now Williams. Complete left side to Robinson. He's going to be taken out after a gain of 5. And that is good for Pittsburgh. First down.
Move the chains! Gotta move this chain! Build momentum to keep that defense on its heels.
So they'll head up here, 1st and 10 from the 34. Williams set to pass. He finds Brown right side. And his effort after the catch gets him up near that marker. Gain of 9, Brock gets 2nd down. Offensive line fast.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 42-yard line.
On 2nd down, Williams. On target to his back, and we go Dowdle. He's gotten the first down. That 3-yard gain was enough on that previous play. Now the completion rate is strong, partner. The yards, you got to imagine, will start to come soon enough.
You never go broke taking a profit. And you know this one too, Kate. The crumbs always lead to...
Oh, the cookie. Now I'm hungry. Williams will look to throw. This is caught by Isaiah Likely. And they're going to bring him down at the 36. They get 19 on that pickup. And the Steelers have a first down.
Steelers first down. 1st and 10 at the 36-yard line.
On play action, Williams. Flushed out of the pocket. Finds his fullback. And no shot at getting upfield after making this catch, so give him 1 on that short completion. Only a solitary field goal so far as we're through 1 quarter. Just 3-0 is our score. More from Acrisure Stadium after the break. Second quarter, all queued up and ready to go. It's Steeler football. They'll have 2nd down as they look to continue this good drive. They go with Dowdle on the run. Now that's not what the offense talking about. They stick him for a loss. It's going to be 3rd down. So the run goes backwards. What do you think, Brock? Is it time that they start getting a little more aggressive, take some more risks offensively?
Not in my book. You've not earned that right. I think a lot of play callers feel that same way, too. Man, you get to earn the right to be aggressive and take shots when you could do the basics, like, I don't know, run for a positive gain.
Here he goes, 3rd and long. And that one's going to fall incomplete. That forces 4th down.
That's one of those 3rd down situations where you're asking an awful lot of your man to make a play to keep this drive going. Too much of a contested catch there, unable to bring it in.
Fourth down and 9, and look at this. The offense is still out there. Now here's Williams. And they don't get the catch they need there. That hand was forced, Brock. Had to try and go for it, but they turn it over on downs.
It's a turnover on downs.
Look at this. 3 tight ends to the right on his 1st and 10. On the ground to begin the drive with McCaffrey. And he's only going to get 2 or 3 yards on that one.
That's the kind of yardage it's not going to kill this drive on the first play, but it does put you a little bit behind schedule. Now second down becomes critical because nobody wants a 3 and out.
That pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. He's going to be forced out following a gain of about 10, and that's going to earn Chicago the first down.
It's a gain of 10.
You just love that kind of execution because it's able to make an impact, Kate, beyond simply getting the first down. That yardage, it really sets them up now to be aggressive with a new set of downs.
And not going to get a snap here. We have arrived at our 2-minute warning. More from Acrisure Stadium in just a moment. The ball's on the 48. Here we go. First down. Here's Williams. And oh, someone stepped in. It's intercepted. Picked off by Carson Schlesinger. And the Steelers get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
Intercepted. The Steelers take over first and 10 at their own 45-yard line.
The Steelers with some very good field position as they get set, first and 10. Shotgun give now to Dowdle. It is charged towards the line. It's right around 3 yards.
This offense is now left with some ground to make up a little bit here on second down. After that drive starts with a very minimal gain.
Second and 7.
After the 3-yard pickup, it's second and 7. Shotgun snap. They'll throw. And that one's going to be incomplete. Third down coming up.
Safe to say there's been an early disconnect between the planning phase and the execution phase for this offense. Might be time, Kate, really to get back to basics, to the calls that you just trust the most.
No connection on the last play, and now it's third down. Out of the gun, here's Williams. Complete beyond the marker. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line. They'll get 14 yards and a new set of downs.
Tight ends will eat up every one of those opportunities to show and prove they could be chain movers as well. Even as they get more and more recognition in this league, they're still constantly working to prove that they're playmakers too.
New set of downs from 37. Williams to throw on first. Caught by his fullback behind the line. And he's stopped at the 31-yard line.
Hey, you like these results on first. That could right in the window where all options are now available to you on second down. That playbook wide open.
The Steelers calling their first timeout. Second and 3 now. Here's Williams again. Has him on the quick hitter. And they're going to bring him down, but 8 was enough. They got what they needed. First down coming. Steelers working with a sense of urgency from the hurry-up clock, continuing to run. Escapes the pocket. And he's just going to get rid of this one. Smart move there. When you saw the field, it's going to be second down.
Well, discretion, the better part of valor in a lot of cases. Rather than force something with no one open and risk a turnover, he wisely just threw it away.
After the incompletion, second and 10 from the 22. To the air yet again, Williams. And this is going to end up an incomplete pass, partner, so that brings up third down.
Fairly safe to say as that one falls incomplete this first half so far, well, it's not met the standard they set for themselves.
Last pass unsuccessful, and they have third down here. Again, it's Williams. Short pass brought in. Out of bounds he goes, following a gain of about 11. And that is going to be good for a Steelers first down.
We call third downs money downs for a reason, Kate, because it takes everybody offensively to cash in. Excellent protection, set the table for the QB to get the completion and the yards necessary.
Working inside the red zone. Chased out to his right. And he just hucks this one away. Wasn't going to risk a throw or force something. It brings up second down.
Look at how well the coverage held up on that play. Even as the QB escapes the pocket and buys extra time secondary, well, they got real sticky, stay tight, and force the throw away.
After the incomplete pass, here comes 2nd and 10. Williams to throw. That is incomplete. Down to 13 seconds left.
It's been plays like that that have kept this game scoreless, and they can't execute. It will continue to do so.
Last pass unsuccessful. Let's see what they do on third down. To throw is Williams. Finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Steelers. Managed that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
PAT is up and good from Little. And they jump ahead by 4.
Steelers 7, Bears 3. Cam Little to kick off.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Here's Thomas on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. They're going to bring him down as he gets it to the 33.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 33-yard line.
This is going to be the play that takes us to halftime. The final throw before the break. And this one is launched downfield. And his final shot of the half will not connect. That falls incomplete. No time remaining in our first half.
Cam Little to kick off.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Starting at the 10. His effort's going to get him to that 32-yard line before he's taken down.
At their own 32-yard line.
Chicago bringing the offense to the line. It's 1st and 10. They'll start the second half with McCaffrey. This drive's going to start out with a gain of 5 before they bring him down.
That's one of those sneaky little runs, Kate, that gets you enough yards to create some doubt into that defensive coordinator. You can stick to the ground. You can throw beyond the sticks. You really create some indecision now defensively.
And whatever they were trying to do there is not going to work. Defenders all over it, so they take him down for a loss.
This is one of those situations, Kate, where I watch the body language of the running back because it'd be very easy for him to raise his hands up, look to the sideline in his O-line and go, what am I supposed to do there? There was nothing, no time at all to try and escape and react. Instead, it goes backwards.
And that one's too far in front of him, so now they're facing 4th down.
He's really starting to just about exhaust every option and trick he's got at his disposal. That time, trying to test him outside the pocket, extend the play, there was just nowhere to go with it.
4th down, Williams. Forced out to his right. Got his man, Thomas has it. And he'll be taken down, but not until he reaches that 45-yard line. How about 19 yards on 4th down, partner? And the call to go for it pays off. So after that conversion, 1st and 10 now from the 45-yard line. To throw, Williams. That's complete to Pittman. And he's going to be dropped quickly after making that catch. Gain limited to a couple.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, give your quarterback a chance.
Williams with a quick pass out wide. He's down to the 36 with almost enough for that 1st down.
That's really good instinct by the eyes up in the sky. The play caller seeing space on the perimeter, a well-timed screen, and a positive gain out of it.
McCaffrey on 3rd down. And what a hit there. Alex, she faced the price for moving the chains that time.
He was brought down by
Kate, I think both sides feeling the sting of that one. That offensive player is going to feel that one, not just in the moment, but tomorrow. But the defense, they feel a little worse, too, after that play, giving up the 1st down.
And they're going to corral him out of bounds here after giving up about 6 yards on that play. Coming off a 6-yard completion, here's 2nd and 4.
Brings up 2nd and 4.
Shotgun, handoff to McCaffrey. And he will not get the first, but oh, this is close. Looks like they're going to have about a yard at most to gain after he picked up 3. 3rd down.
A 3-yard gain on the play.
Offense headed to the line. Just need to punch it 40 yards or reset the downs. Going run again with McCaffrey. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Well, tip of the cap to this defense. They needed just a little, and they got less, Brock. Not a 4th down I think that they expected they'd be facing.
No, and what it does, too, is it just creates some doubt. You know, for that play caller, you want to pound the football, move the chains. You've already probably got your 1st down call made. Nope, not so fast.
They'll go. It's McCaffrey. And this one will not work out for him. He's stacked up behind the line, and he's going to head off after a turnover on downs. All right, Steelers to the line now. 1st and 10. The inside give to Dowdle. And he powers ahead for about 5. It's going to be 2nd and 5.
He was tackled at the 27.
Well, the defense is really buckled down. That was a scoreless 3rd quarter for us. It's the Steelers with the ball. They are leading, but not by a lot. First down run, nabs him 5. Now 2nd and 5. Williams set to pass. Flush down now to his left. He can run it. And he crosses the sideline a yard or 2 beyond, it looks like the 30.
Well, that's an excellent job by the defense. All eyes on the quarterback. When you're playing a quarterback that can escape, well, even though you cover, you still got to cover down and go chase that QB out of bounds before he could get the 1st down.
Completed to his running back. Defense gets there after a gain of 5. And that's going to give the Steelers the 1st down.
Hey, Kate, they don't rightly care who it's going to go to in that situation. All they really care about are the results on 3rd down. And that's exactly the result they needed. Enough to keep this drive moving.
Out of the pistol, Williams. Throw right side is caught by Robinson. And he's going to be hit almost immediately after making the catch. So this is going to be about a 6-yard pickup.
Brings up 2nd and 4 at the 41-yard line.
All right, they're shuffling things around a bit. This is Dowdle on 2nd down. Brought to the ground finally after a gain of about 17 yards. And that is good for Pittsburgh 1st down.
17 yards. And the Steelers 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 42-yard line.
Now Williams. Hits him on the out route. He has room past the 25. He gets loose down the right side. And he's all the way home. Touchdown, Pittsburgh.
That play really had all the elements you're looking for from a tight end, showing that he can stretch that field. With your route check, secure the catch, quickly become a runner, check. And finally go finish that drive off and celebrate with your homeboys.
Steelers 14, Bears 3.
All set for the kickoff. Little with the honors. Here's Thomas on the return. Good work so far. He's got room. Makes it up to the 37 as he's tackled.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 37-yard line.
The Bears with some nice field position as they get set. First and 10. They'll start this one on the ground with McCaffrey. And he'll make his way through for a pickup of 4. Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here.
A gain of 4. It's now second and 6.
Working on second down. Williams. And that one looked like an interception for a second. Instead, it's incomplete. Defender couldn't hang on to it. Third down coming up.
That's a good old-fashioned good news, bad news. Good news defensively, yeah, you knocked the ball down. The bad news is you had a chance to pick it.
Looking to throw it. Complete left side to Thomas. And they push this down to the opposing 47-yard line. Bears trying to get everyone set. They're going quickly here.
First down, Bears.
Williams will look to throw. Buys time, rolling right. And that was probably their last gasp. It's intercepted. Benjamin St. Juice picks it off.
Williams pass.
Pittsburgh offense to the line. Here's first and 10.
Take over first and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
Here's the give to Dowdle. And he'll be stopped after just about a yard. Second and 9 coming up. Well, you've taught me, Brock. Sometimes it works, and sometimes, like there, almost nothing from them as they just run it right into the teeth of that blitz.
Yeah, the thing, too, about that success is get ready to see more blitzes. The coordinators love to dial it up.
They're going to pass it here. Likely's got it right side. He's brought down. Play goes for, looks like about 11 yards. And that is going to be good for a Steelers first down.
It's a gain of 11. That's good for a Steelers first down. First and 10.
On the gun, a run for Dowdle. And he only manages one. Couple of defenders there to bring him down.
The one thing I could say positive about the execution of that play is at least he didn't go backwards.
Last run only gained a yard. That means it's second and 9. Williams making a change here at the line. On the ground again with Dowdle. Across midfield to the 45. And he takes this all the way down to the 24-yard line. A big gain there from Pittsburgh. 35 yards.
And the Steelers first down. First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
Now they'll hit the line just outside the red zone following that big play. Going to the ground again on first. They'll get about 6 on this run, and more importantly, Brock gets him into the red zone. So make a check in the win column for the Steelers. And it was a maestro of a performance defensively.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League finds us in the Hoosier State at Lucas Oil Stadium in downtown Indianapolis. Thanks for having us in, Mike Tirico and Greg Olson up here in the booth. Greg, we've looked at this matchup, talked about the offenses, the defense. It feels like a tight one, and usually what does that mean? Special teams could be a big factor in who gets out of here with the W.
Each week when we come into these games, Mike, we probably do a disservice to just the importance of how much special teams plays a factor in deciding the outcome of these games. And you're exactly right. When teams find themselves very similar on offense, very similar on defense, all the metrics, all the stats, can you find an advantage, even the slightest one, in the kicking game, the return game, generate a turnover or a big kick return? Sometimes that little slight advantage is all you need to tip the scales in your favor.
So 1st and 10 now. They'll start from the 22. From the shotgun, they'll throw to get this one started. And they're going to get him again. Remarkable. How about that to start the game? 2 sacks on the first 2 plays. Javon Hargrave getting in there to drop him. It'll be a loss of 7 to start this drive. Green to throw it on 2nd down. Moving left. Just trying to avoid the rush there. He's hit as he threw, and the pass is incomplete.
This pass rush is continuing to make their presence felt here in the early going. And for this quarterback, he's lucky to at least get rid of that ball because they were on the verge of recording their 2nd sack, and we're still here in the 1st quarter.
This opening drive not going as scripted. It is 3rd and long. Oh, finally again the 2nd time with a sack on this opening drive.
His defensive line clearly has a beat on this offense. They've got to find a way to settle their pass protections. If they want to be able to get their quarterback in any sort of established rhythm and timing going forward, they're going to have to do a lot better job protecting them early in this game. That's already 2 sacks allowed.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at the Niners' 35-yard line.
From the 35, it's 1st and 10. Here's Christian McCaffrey to get things started. Space to run inside the 20. And he's in! Christian McCaffrey. Touchdown, Bears.
It's not often in the NFL, Mike, that we see a run play result in a touchdown of this length. A lot of things have to go right. The right look by the defense, executing by the offensive line and all of your blockers. And then sometimes it's just, I got a better guy with the ball in my hand than you do on defense. And I think all of those things here were at play and results in a big touchdown.
49ers nothing.
7-0 is our score as this kick is sent into the air. From a yard deep, he's going to bring it out. And he will get cut down short, shy of the 20-yard line.
At their own 19-yard line.
On 1st and 10, here's Green. A hit as he throws there. It's going to wind up incomplete. The pressure got to him that time, and it'll set up 2nd down.
The defense had their sights set on making a big play one way or another. First, it was the initial pressure. They thought they had the quarterback for a sack, but then they get their hands on the ball, and I think if you're this offense walking back into the huddle, like an incomplete pass there, probably the best possible outboard. That's not an easy catch by any means, but at this level, Mike, you get paid to catch a ball. And really, you get paid to catch the hard ones. And you know that hit, it's coming either way. And I remember learning as a young player early in my career, the hit's coming, you're going to get knocked to the ground. It feels a lot better getting off the ground and handing the ball to the official.
On third down, here's Green. And this is going to be incomplete. That is great work there, making things difficult defensively. It'll set up a fourth down.
But I think it would be a bit of an understatement, Mike, to say that this offense has come out today a bit flat. They haven't picked up a single first down through the first 2 drives, and barring a really aggressive decision here, they'll have to wait till their 3rd series to see if they can make it happen.
The blitz gets home. He is taken.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Cairo Santos out for the opening kick. And away we go from Lumen Field. And this will be a touchback, so we're going to need our first snap to see the first action of this game. All right, let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. That play clock running low, and Shane Steichen signals for a timeout. And after using an early one, 2 left for him to spend. So their offense out now to get this game started. It's 1st and 10. Man in motion here. Going right away, Milrow. The throw finds Evan Ingram. And he's got a chunk here, about 14 yards before the stop is made. First down coming up. Working quickly here.
And the Colts, first down. 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line.
We send a man in motion. Now here's Keaton Mitchell with the run. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
Okay, that's a run that's ho-hum on the stat sheet, but if you see a bigger play on the ground later on, it'll largely be because of a play just like that one, softening up the front and opening the door for a bigger gap in the future.
Here's Mitchell again. And they get him down after a gain of 10. A great effort on his part. Pays off with the first down. The dose of the hurry-up offense here.
That's good for a Colts. First down. 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line.
First down, and they go right back to him. Has a lane inside the 25. And finally, they catch up to him at the 11. Dose of the hurry-up here.
A gain of 28 more yards. That's another Colts first down. 1st and 10 at the 11-yard line.
From the red zone now. Ooh, he got hit as he was throwing, and unsurprisingly, it falls incomplete. Second down coming up.
And this is why scouts talk about a player's closing speed, Kate. You know, once he senses the pressure, he's getting rid of that ball. It takes a player who can close quickly to get to him before it's released. And that sure altered the throw.
And the receiver's going to take this one on the jet sweep. And this will only complicate matters for third down, partner. They're sent backwards.
One of the challenges when you run that jet sweep is you better secure that edge. I've not seen a great jet sweep in my life where you don't win the edge of the line of scrimmage. And that time, the defense got the job done.
This offense looking to convert as they come up on third down. To the air, Milrow. And that's going to fall incomplete on a look to his running back, and it's going to bring up fourth down.
I'll tell you this, Kate, that's we got to be on the same page with one another and get both ends of the play right to execute, both the protection and ultimately completing that ball. They certainly want that play called back.
It's no good, an easy kick, but he hangs it right. And we continue to await our opening score of this ball game.
Even the best kickers on earth, they'll miss one every once in a while, and it stinks. I guarantee you he wants that one back. But all he can do now is push forward. Short memory, best kickers always have, and convert the next time around.
Bears making their way up to the line. Here comes 1st and 10. Here's the first carry for Christian McCaffrey. And a good gain here. 11 yards it looks like. That's going to pick up a first.
Run like that, Kate, it just gives everybody a little bit more bounce offensively because you also know you can set the table for more.
They stick with McCaffrey. And there's the stop, but he's got 9 yards on first down. Now, you take these types of results as early wins in a game, Brock, both in getting their running back started and getting your guys to start winning that battle up front, too.
Moving a man against his will and doing it right from the jump, that often portends to good things offensively.
On second down, here's McCaffrey. And he's dropped just short of the marker, maybe a yard away. Through one quarter, neither side breaking through on the scoreboard. Hopefully no shortage of excitement coming up in the second. More from Lumen Field in just a minute. We're back and all set for the second quarter. Bears football. They'll only need a few inches here on third down. On third and short, McCaffrey. It's in. He's going to be stopped after a 1-yard gain. And that's going to give the Bears the first down.
That is your old school meat and potatoes call right there. Don't even think about throwing it. Just rush it ahead and get what you need.
To the air, Mahomes. Passing quick here, but the pass rush fast enough to match it. On him in time to alter that throw. And it falls incomplete. That brings up second down.
Just about every play in an NFL game usually has a protagonist and antagonist, a good and a bad. The good there, the courage of that wide receiver. The bad, just could not haul it in.
On second down, here's Mahomes. And there's a man there. It's in. Oh, he loses it on the return. They could get this back. And it's picked up. They get it back. And it was chaos from start to finish, Brock, but in the end, it's a touchdown.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Here's Cairo Santos now ready to get this one started. And here we go. We're underway in Madden Ultimate Team. And the opening kickoff will not be returned, as that will be a touchback. Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On the ground, this is Saquon Barkley. 5 yards on the game's first play, 2nd down.
Oh, that's a thing of beauty right there. Look at how quick those blockers fired off the line once the ball was snapped. That was an O-line on a mission, all in sync, and the defense is lucky that play only picked up 5 yards.
2nd down, here's Barkley again. And he is swallowed up right at the line of scrimmage. They'll say no gain on the play there, and now it'll be 3rd down. The defensive line made pretty easy work of the offensive line that time.
And people get tired of the cliche that the battle is won in the trenches, but it's a cliche because it's true. And how about the battle right there? One on the edge, and the ball carrier did not benefit.
And he is going to have a Colts first down as he's able to get 8 yards there on 3rd and 5.
An 8-yard pickup. First down, Colts.
Looking to throw, Dart. On this one, incomplete. The pressure got to him as he released it. And it's 2nd down.
Partner, what we're seeing so far is a defense that's certainly coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
To throw, Dart. Gets this to Saquon Barkley out of the backfield. 23 yards the pickup there.
It's a gain of 20.
And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape, or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
This is caught. It's Brown. And finally, down he goes as they work it inside the 10 to the 7. That's back-to-back plays of over 20 yards.
A lot of precision being shown on this opening drive. They've been methodical, they've been crisp, and as a reward, they're going to be set up with an early 1st and goal.
Here's Dart once more. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down.
Well, that's absolutely going to fire this defense up. They made it their mission to deny that completion, and they came through with a nice hit and knocked it incomplete.
They'll try again here from the 7 on 2nd and goal. Now Dart. A quick throw knocked away and incomplete.
It hasn't been a real good start to this game from a defensive perspective, but now after the incompletion on 2nd down, things may be changing. If they can come up with one more play, they might be able to get out of it with just a field goal attempt.
Ninth play now, this long opening drive. Can they cash it in on 3rd and goal? They'll try to throw for it with Dart. And he's got his target. It's caught for a Colts touchdown. A.J. Brown, a 7-yard touchdown grab. And the Colts put the Knights' first points on the board as they take the early lead. Shane Steichen, aggressive as a play caller. He's going to go for 2 here.
The Colts will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll try and throw for it. And they don't get it. They tried for the 2-point conversion there, but unsuccessful.
Colts 6, Bears nothing.
So they went for 2 and failed. They didn't use him on the PAT, but now he boots this one away with a 6-0 lead. This will be brought out from the middle of the end zone. Gets around him. And he'll be stopped up at the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
looking to put a drive together. First carry for Christian McCaffrey. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brandon, to me, what's important right here on this drive is for them to get at least 2 first downs. They've got to give their defense a chance to settle down, catch their breath a little bit after they give up a touchdown on the opening drive.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
A gain of 3 yards. That's good for the Bears. First down.
They go play fake. Mahomes. He'll buy some time right. And that's going to be incomplete. Too tough to hold on to that one. It's 2nd down.
Well, anytime he reads man coverage, I don't think it's going to be the only time he'll try and hit that route to the outside in this game. He'll test the perimeter, but that time they were up to the challenge.
Firing quickly, but it's incomplete.
Well, that's a defensive coordinator's got to be happy with that result. They took away all options downfield and forced the incompletion.
Mahomes now to throw. Pass is caught by Wan'Dale Robinson. And a nice job there defensively. They get him to the ground short of the first, right around the 42. Mahomes throwing on 4th. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. Boy, a curious decision to go for it. Doesn't pan out. And the Colts are going to get the football in outstanding field position. A first down carry for Barkley. And an excellent job of finding the opening as he's got this now all the way down to the 22. A gain of 11 that time, and a Colts first down.
First down.
They keep it with Barkley on first down. And he'll be taken down as that will take us to the end of the first quarter of play. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Colts in possession as they go to work on a 1st and goal. And after the good gain last play, this time they say, as he's going to be stopped behind the line of scrimmage. Play 3 of the drive not as successful. They go backwards after those 2 first down gains.
Bears 11-yard line.
Working out of the gun is Dart. And that's going to be incomplete.
Intended for Larry Fitzgerald. Incomplete. It's 3rd down and goal.
Big play coming here. It's 3rd and goal. To throw is Dart. And he's going to be dropped. Back at the 15-yard line. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
That's quite a stand there defensively. A huge sack on 3rd down, and that's going to force them into a field goal attempt.
The offense stays out there. A big challenge here from this far back, but they're going for it on 4th and goal. They'll go. Here's Dart. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Bears are going to get the ball back on the turnover. They hold on 4th and goal.
Intercepted. Turnover on
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time, went for it on 4th, didn't get it. See if they can pick themselves up off the mat and do better this go-around.
Sometimes I have this vision of coaches writing notes to themselves before a game. And sometimes that note says, be aggressive, stay aggressive. Maybe that's what we saw in the last possession.
Yeah, they were very aggressive. This time, will it result in points? We'll find out. 2nd and 6, just inside the 30. Now Mahomes. And quickly into the hands of Robinson. 7 yards on the quick slant and a first down.
A 7-yard gain. And the Bears first down. First and 10 at the 36-yard line.
Now here's Mahomes. This short pass into the hands of Njoku. Calling a gain of 6 on the play. And that'll bring up second down.
Brings up second and 4 at the 42-yard line.
Mahomes going to throw. He'll get this into the hands of the wideout from LSU. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another first down at the Colts' 45-yard line.
That's good for the Bears. First down. First and 10 at the 45-yard line.
McCaffrey running up the middle. And the running lane's non-existent in this first half as they'll stop him behind the line. Nice upfield move there by Gerald McCoy, getting in there to make the stop. Here's Mahomes to throw. The Colts are going to get him. Down he goes. He couldn't get away. He'll wind up losing a dozen yards. A 12-yard loss, and it brings up third. Going to need better protection here. Third and long following the sack from Mahomes and company. Out of the gun. They'll look to throw. And that is incomplete. But the pressure there on third down, forcing the errant pass. Fourth down coming up. Mahomes and the offense staying out there. They'll go for it on fourth. Mahomes going to go on fourth down. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. That is incomplete. A surprising move to go for it predictably, at least somewhat predictably. It doesn't pay off, and that will force a turnover on downs. So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a first and 10. They'll try the right side here. Barkley. And he'll lose yardage here. Back at the 41. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up second and 11.
Brings up second and 11 at the Bears' 41-yard line.
They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play.
Cade York to kick off.
The Bears going to see the football first, and they trail here as we get back underway to start this second half. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And maybe time for this offense to really hit the reset button. They were shut out in the first half, but still, they're right in this game.
They certainly are. What I like about it is that you actually continue to play. You know, you just find a way to make a few plays yourself, and you noted it. Right there on the border in this game, they're not that far off. Just got to find a play or two, and they could be very happy at that point.
He's got this complete to Robinson. And he'll be stopped right at midfield. 2 catches in the first half. Now he's got a third here, and it's good for a first.
And that's the kind of play this offense needs to maybe kick them into gear a little bit. They've been stuck in neutral much of the game. Perhaps that can give them a little bit of confidence that big plays are out there.
Throw left side complete. That's Thomas. 20. Touchdown! Chicago. A great effort there. 50 yards. And the Bears come right out of the locker room and score here in the opening minute of the third quarter. Santo is able to tack on the extra point. And they take the lead here at 7-6.
Santos to kick off for Chicago.
Santos out now. He'll kick it away. And no thought of bringing this one out. He'll go down to a knee, and they'll begin at the 35-yard line.
35-yard line.
The Colts come to the line ready to start their next drive. And they'll be working from behind now following the touchdown a moment ago on the opening drive of the half.
I think the guys right now, as they go out on offense, they're zeroing in on one big key. They don't have to do anything differently just because they're down on the scoreboard now. The intent still the same in what they plan to do on offense.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the third quarter. This will be caught by Brown. Will go down as a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down.
A.J. Brown. A 6-yard pickup brings up 2nd and 4.
Throwing his dart.
49-yard line.
And caught by London. 9 yards to pick up there, and it's a first down.
London. A gain of 9 yards. First down, Indianapolis.
Here's Dart. And this one is incomplete.
My first thought is surprise, because that's one of the better tight ends around, and I've seen him pull in balls like this before. But how about a little credit to the defense forcing that incompletion?
A third quarter now, to 1-point game as they line up 2nd and 10. From the gun, here's Dart. And that's going to be caught downfield by Brown. And he'll get into the end zone. Touchdown, Indianapolis. A.J. Brown, his 2nd touchdown of the night. And the Colts have retaken a third quarter lead. Shane Steichen, aggressive as a play caller. He's going to go for 2 here.
The Colts will line up for the 2-point conversion.
They'll look to throw. And this will be caught as they convert here for 2.
The score, Colts 14, Bears 7.
York ready, and here we go as he sends this one away. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line.
29-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They trail a 1-score deficit, 14-7, as they come up 1st and 10. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Solid way to start the drive, 13 yards, picking up the first.
That's good for the Bears. First down.
To throw, it's Mahomes. This is caught by Robinson. Call it a gain of a yard, and it's 2nd down. Final minute now of the third quarter.
2nd and 9 at the 43-yard line.
Looking to throw is Mahomes. Thomas has got it, complete. No gain on the play. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. The defense loves to hang their hat on that, don't they? You get a guy that catches the ball, but you stop him for no gain.
Without a doubt, because they're also used to trying to catch people after the catch, and they miss. And that turns into what? A huge play. We've seen it so many times. In this case, though,
throw left side is complete on the diving effort. First down for the Bears, a gain of 15.
And the Bears, first down. 1st and 10 at the 43-yard line.
And they will not have time to get another play in here as time has run out on this third quarter. You are watching Madden Ultimate Team on EA Sports. Mahomes now 6 of 7 throwing it in his second half. He's got a 1st and 10. Again, he'll drop to throw. And this one's incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game. It has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more downs to connect and try and pick up another 1st down.
Here's 2nd and 10. Mahomes to throw once more. That's to the right side and complete to Njoku. And they'll get him to the ground. He has another 1st down at the Colts 30.
That's another Bears 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 30-yard line.
Mahomes now to throw. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
It sort of looks like they still have some fight in them on this series because it seemed like things were headed for the red zone. But this defense gets 2 more stops. They can keep them out of that area.
Throwing now is Mahomes. On a huge mistake late, it's intercepted.
Well, that's a drive killer right there. Not a really confident throw either. This one was kind of up for grabs, and it's going to come down the hands of the wrong team.
At the 38-yard line.
So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. Out of the gun, here's Dart. His throw incomplete.
Trying to get that one to his tight end, and they've been trying to get the ball to him, but as of yet, unable to successfully complete one. But you know, there's usually a nice comfort zone in throwing to the tight end. Great sight lines, usually right in the middle of the field.
Working out of the gun is Dart. Got a man. It's Brown.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
One of the bigger plays in the game thus far, and the crowd getting into it as we come up on a big 3rd down. 4th quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. Now this is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop him here. From the shotgun, a throw for Dart. And he can't get a throw away. He's taken down. Multiple players getting home there for an 8-yard loss. The defense, they brought the house. That O-line, they were overwhelmed.
To put it mildly, because they didn't have enough bodies to block all the guys that came at them. Their best move, how they would have been better served, just turn around and yell, "Look out!" because here they come.
Now the offense failed earlier on the previous crack at this, but they're going again on 4th down. Here's Dart. He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield. And he is going to have a Colts 1st down, and that was something else. A big pickup on 4th and long to give him a new set of downs. Now it looks like he'll throw here. He'll complete this one to Okonkwo. And he's going to get a solid gain of 9 before being brought down. 2nd and right at a yard.
A gain of 9 brings up 2nd and 1 at the 13-yard line.
Here's Dart. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
Well, tight end has become a bigger and bigger part of the passing game in the NFL, but if you drop the football, that position can get swapped out with a wide receiver in that spot, a running back in that spot. There are other ways they can go if you're not going to catch the ball.
And that's not just his first drop, his second drop of the game. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he is going to have the first down. And that might not officially end it, but for all intents and purposes, they should be able to run it down from here. Dart going to look to throw here. That is intercepted. And the Bears are going to take possession here. It's a touchback, and they'll take over at the 20-yard line.
The Bears take over first and 10.
Here's first and 10.
20-yard line.
Mahomes to throw it. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete.
Incomplete.
Probably time for 2 more shots, and ideally, they'd like to get to midfield or so they have a chance at a Hail Mary on the final play.
Mahomes. And he can't get a throw off. He's taken down. What a huge play at this point in the game. This definitely 4-down territory at this point, but a critical 3rd down here. Pass complete, Thomas. So they'll quickly now signal for the timeout. And it's definitely not looking good, but at least they'll have one final play to hope for that miracle and get him in the end zone.
First down. First and 10 at the 35-yard line.
One final try for Mahomes. He's going to let it fly. It's caught inside the 25. And he's in for the touchdown with the clock reading triple zeros. And the extra point, if they hit it, will send this thing to overtime. And now the decision is to go for 2. A gutsy call, and this, in effect, is your ball game right here. And it's incomplete. So they gambled and went for 2. They went for the win, and it cost them the game. Well, there's no doubt that
From the picturesque Pacific Northwest and the city of Seattle, welcome inside Lumen Field, where all the 12s make it at home for the Seahawks. So good to have you with us. Mike Tirico, Greg Olson, excited for this one. Partner, what are we looking at here as this game gets rolling?
You know, I think this game is quite interesting in the fact, Mike, that I feel like before every week's matchup, we sit up here and we talk about quarterbacks in the passing game, and obviously that is the direction the NFL has been headed for the last couple years. But in this matchup here today specifically, I think both these offenses want to flip that on its head. They want to control the clock, time management, ball control. Don't be afraid to punt the ball away and play defense. It's a little bit of an old school philosophy, but you have to do whatever it takes to win each matchup, and I think both of those formulas of these two teams are very similar.
To throw right away is Stafford. Quick throw here is complete. And he'll be brought down up around the 38-yard line. A gain of 14. Good sign to start the game with a first down.
For a Seahawks first down. First and 10 at the 38-yard line.
They go play action with Stafford. On the run to the right. That one down the field, but it is incomplete.
I like the aggressiveness early in the game, right out of the gate. Make the defense realize we are going to challenge you downfield, and what that does is it opens everything else up. Now, you got to hit a couple of these, and don't be surprised if they go back to a deep shot here pretty quickly. And after that negative run, I think this changes the play call now on third down. So this offensive line has to be a lot better on first and second down to gain positive yards. Stay on track, because you don't want to be in third and pass too often in today's NFL.
Over the middle, it's intercepted. It's the safety, Julian Love.
So anytime a team suffers an early setback like that interception, human instinct says, Mike, we need to get away from our game plan. We need to adjust. I don't think that's the case. There's a lot of game left, a lot of chances to avenge that play and still connect downfield on some of these passes. All proven, though, Mike. They've got to identify what went wrong, let's correct it, so we're able to move forward.
The tackle made by Ronnie Lott. It's a gain of 7. Brings up second and 3 at the 34-yard line.
From the 34-yard line, here's second down and 3. They run once more with McCaffrey. He'll get about 2. The veteran Calais Campbell in there for the stop.
Nice job by the running back making the first guy miss, but it's the pursuit by the entire defense. Even though he doesn't get him down on his first try, the rest of his guys are all rallying to the ball, and they bring him down for a short gain.
There's a throw right side. Instead of being complete.
Remember what they told us, Mike, leading up to this game. They said it is so critical for us to find success, especially on third down. We want to maintain possession, extend these drives. Well, the first crack comes up, and they fail through the air, and They have to regroup and be able to have better success throughout the remainder of this game.
They're indeed going, and it's Mahomes. That's caught. It's the tight end, Njoku. And he'll indeed pick up a Bears first down. They come up with a big one there to keep the drive moving, and then some. Out of the gun, here's Mahomes. He'll be hit as he throws, and that one will wind up incomplete. Could not step into the throw that time. It'll bring up second down.
Based on the routes downfield, it looked like the protection was designed to give the quarterback a little bit more time to wait for things to uncover downfield. So give credit up front to the defensive line. Immediate pressure early speeds up the quarterback's clock. He's got no choice than to get rid of it, probably a little bit earlier than he would have preferred.
On second down, it's McCaffrey. And he nearly got free. But as it is, gain of 6, and it sets up third down.
A gain of 6 yards. And it's third down.
Throwing from the gun. Here's Patrick. He's got it at about the 8.
And that was just a great drive. Really from start to finish, Mike, you could see the play caller just really finding his rhythm. Mix in run, mix in pass. Results in the touchdown pass, but really everything they did, the entire possession worked to perfection. And you can sustain the drives like that and come away with touchdowns. Man, that goes a long way towards establishing your identity for the rest of this game.
Santos, good on the extra point. And the Bears will take a 7-0 lead.
Cairo Santos to kick off for Chicago.
The kickoff team is out on the field, and we're back to it as the kick's away. A couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he'll bring it out to the 22-yard line. That's where the offense will take the field.
First and 10 at their own 22-yard line.
Now a first down throw for Stafford. This one broken up. It's incomplete. The defender right there with him. It brings up second down.
Throwing to someone with his length, Mike, there's a lot of benefits. The catch radius, the ability to adjust to an off-target throw. But you have to also look at the other side of the coin there. For these defenses, those bigger extended bodies, that's just a lot big target to go after and hit. So they're able to take advantage of it here. So I promise you, that receiver gets back into the huddle. He's telling his quarterback, hey, man, bring that ball down. I'm happy to go fight and compete for the ball, but you've got to protect me.
A run here with Achane. And he's taken down on what should be the final play of this first quarter. We are through one. It's the Bears off to the early lead. Greg and I back in the Great Northwest in a moment. Seahawks football beginning this second quarter. They've got it 2nd and 1 coming up. And I don't think you've got there wrapped up at the line of scrimmage, and now you're looking at third down.
Great job here defensively, Mike. Make them snap the ball again. 2nd and 1, they're not conceding anything. Make it 3rd and 1 and see if your defense can come up again with a stop for no gain.
No movement from the punt team. They'll line up to go for it on 4th down.
It's 4th down.
Now Seattle going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll discuss what's to come as 4th down's looming. They're going to go. It's Stafford. That is incomplete. Oh,